Can you guys hear me? I got these headphones in and I'm trying to see if they work good. I don't know if you can hear me. What are you doing? I'm here with my daughter. She's sleeping in my bed tonight. Well, she sleeps with me every night. I don't know. I think I just woke her up talking. Hey, sleeping? Are you awake? Okay, back to sleep. So Trump is going to Israel now as we speak. I feel Jared is definitely a part of the Antichrist system. Did you see the piece? Did you see his speech? I did. See, we are always on the same page. I'm so glad you mentioned Kushner and Trump. I definitely saw what was going on in the news. Yeah, I heard that he was going to Israel. I didn't know it was today though. I thought that he said he was going soon, but in the kitchen this morning. Thank you, beautiful baby. Thank you. When I heard that he was going to Israel, I told my mom in the kitchen. I was like, may he never return. But you know, you can see the truth, the demon in him, in his eyes, right? You can see it, huh? You can see the demons right in his pupils. I hope you guys can hear me good. Again, I have these little headphones, these little earbuds in. You can, yeah, basically. I'm so glad you mentioned him because he's what I came to talk about today. I even got my little ready. Kushner was on the news. I'm gonna have to start doing some flashback videos because you guys know. Sorry. Here's your pasty. Really LOL. Okay. I mean, yeah. And you know, it's crazy. And yeah, we saw him Lloyd talking in his speech and whatever. And we're so thankful Donald Trump, for putting forward this peace deal, blah blah. But behind the scenes, Kushner was the one that was making all the news to make sure this peace deal went out. He was the one meeting with all the people. He was the one drafting up all of the paperwork. Kushner is really the mastermind behind the Israel peace deal. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to start doing some flashback videos on my channel because I've been talking about Kushner for years. You know that. People on my channel know that I've been talking about Kushner for years. And Donald Trump. I've always been suspicious of this man. This man, he's the only other person I would really accept if I'm wrong about Donald Trump, which I really don't think I am. I think Donald Trump is the Antichrist. If Donald Trump is not the Antichrist, he is the person leading us into the beast system to the Antichrist. And the only other person that I would accept that I would be wrong about is this guy right here. And I've never stopped talking about him. If Donald Trump is not the Antichrist, he is the beast leading us to the Antichrist, which is Jared Kushner. Or what should I call him? Jared No Security Clearance Kushner. Still doesn't have no security clearance. The CIA will never give him security clearance because his background is just too spotty. It's just too it's too bad for him to even be able to get any security clearance. Still to 2025, he is still one of Donald Trump's aides, advisors. I should actually not an aide. He's an advisor to Trump, and he still does not have a security clearance. He's behind the scenes working for the devil. Exactly. Hi there, gay. Gay 24. Interesting name, but welcome to the channel. Very interesting. Uh, um, but yeah, this dude was on TV. What was it? What network was it? Let me see. I took a screenshot of it. I'm watching it today too. Look, Kushner posted it on X too, on his X account. There he is. Is that NBC? ABC. Oh, I'm waking my daughter up. Okay, okay. Here, here you go. I'm not talking too loud for you. You whisper a little bit. She's warm talking. This is my name, okay? Hold on, hold on to you is from your friend. Anyways, but Lord, we see eye to eye, okay? Christian was the person on the news that, okay, the video earlier, yeah, you saw him on the news. I saw him talking, and the thing is, it's crazy how this even happened. I came out to the kitchen. My mom's in the living room. She has the TV on, and here, this is who I see, Krishna, and she makes a comment on him, and she's like, you know, he has that look in way, and I'm saying, what do you mean? She's like, he's got this look, and I'm like, I've been saying that to people for years. He's a demon. Like literally, my words verbatim was, he's a demon. Kushner is not a person. This is a demon right here. This guy. Yep. There's something seriously wrong with this person. I don't exactly know what it is, but my instinct is to say this dude is, if he's not, if he is not the Antichrist himself, and Trump is not the, if Trump is not the Antichrist, this guy's the Antichrist. Okay, and biblically, he fits the role. He's already a Jew. In order for the people in Israel to accept him, he has to be one of their own, which he is. He has ties to Netanyahu. His family is extremely connected, very rich. Netanyahu even knew him when he was a kid. They had pictures together when he was just a baby, a teenage boy, literally. Been in Israel, making, business moves with his dad. His father's rich. He owns that 666 building. The dude, look, there's just so much with this guy. There's so much weird connections. The things I'm saying, they're a drop in the bucket. There's a lot going on here. Okay, I remember when he first came out with Trump in the first term, he hated Chris Christie because Chris Christie was one of the people that was aiding the American government in convicting his father. His father is a businessman who's extremely corrupt. I think his father was on corruption charges or fraud or some crazy stuff. It was really crazy. His father went to jail for years. Hated Chris Christie, held a grudge against Chris Christie for years, and the U.S. government for convicting his father. So when Trump put him in a position of power in his first term, he used his position to try to get rid of Chris Christie and use his power to try to basically stomp Chris Christie out. His whole regime, Trump and his whole administration, they're just really about revenge. They're revenge based. Hi, sister. Hey there, Kim. Hi, hey, Robin. I hate Donald Trump. To be honest, I can't stand him either. I can't, you know, the Bible says that we can't serve two masters. And if Donald Trump is the Antichrist, I don't really feel very bad for hating him as well. You have to, in the Bible literally says you have to hate one master and love the other, okay? And I love Jesus and I hate Trump. And Trump seems to be the Antichrist to me. Hey there, Spy Puppy. Donald Trump is extremely corrupt. When he brought about this peace deal, I was watching the news intently, okay? The peace deal, the covenant, the 7 year covenant that will be broken. Only Christians that are Bible believing, that understand prophecy, he turns back on. They're also watching. with laser eyes on the news, like, hey, look at us living through revelations right now. Israel and Gaza. The Gaza people were walking back, thousands of them. I saw it on the news with everybody else. Thousands of the Palestinian people walking back into Gaza because the Israeli military started pushing them further into Gaza, and they left the major, most populated, densely populated areas because, of course, it was unsafe. Okay, and this whole thing with the Israeli military playing Hunger Games with them, sick, twisted people throwing food at them and shooting them. So they started leaving and going deeper into Gaza. Now that this peace deal is coming to fruition, they started moving back. Thousands of them. I saw them with all their belongings. I don't know what's gonna happen with all the Jewish people that has conveniently moved into these people's homes while the war was going on. I literally seen videos of them raiding the people's homes, taking their furniture out, and moving into their homes, taking their cars. Like I literally seen this like couple talking to these Jewish people moving into their homes. Like, why are you moving into my home? What are you doing? Why are you going into my house? And they really had no good answer. They were really just thieves, plunderers, using a bad situation and exploiting the Palestinians. You know, basically stepping on you while you're already down. I thought these were supposed to be God's chosen people, but you're stealing people's homes and furniture and cars and belongings while they're in the middle of a war. And they've left their homes not because they want to, but because they had to, out of safety reasons. Sad. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen with all those people because they're going to have to go. You know, they're going to have to leave these people home. But they probably won't let them. The Israeli government, because they're biased, racist, all of the above. Now, when I saw thousands of them moving back there, all I could think of was Netanyahu is so evil, so corrupt. At any moment, he could probably call out a drone, some kind of drone or missile to blow them to smithereens. That's all I thought. I thought that he was trying to pretend to accept this peace deal, to gather all of these Israeli people, excuse me, the Palestinian people, into one area to destroy them so he could ultimately take their land. That's all I was thinking about. I was literally tense watching that video. Like any moment now, you know, cause you can't trust Netanyahu. He's just too evil, too corrupt. He's an evil person. He's a warmonger. They will break that ceasefire eventually. Yes, they will. And to be honest, I don't even think, just my opinion, I could be very wrong. I don't even think that they'll take a week to do it. They'll probably break it in a day or two. Like they don't even care about the peace deals. These Palestinians have called for peace numerous times. They're having peace deals on the table numerous times, and the Palestinians have accepted it. Accepted it. Netanyahu has literally came out, lied, literally lied to people's faces in his press conferences. He said, "Oh no, they didn't accept it. They didn't want to come to the terms," and they literally the Hamas or whatever has responded like even though they're a terroristic group, they're like we've spoken to the Israeli government and we've accepted a peace deal, and then Netanyahu comes on TV saying something else, very contrary to what's actually happening. He's just a liar. He lies. He just lies. Or they put things in the contracted peace deal that are just so outrageous that they do it on purpose so that they won't accept it. But then they do end up accepting the peace deal, and then they're like, "Oh no, well we can't do it no more. It's off the table." Israel is doing that, taking it off the table, and then lying about it and say, "Oh, they don't want to come to peace." No, because you want to bomb them. You want them to die. You want to kill those people because it's about a land grab. Ultimately, that's your real goal. Now, I don't know if I've ever spoken about this, but I told my mom this story and she was pretty disgusted, as I was as well. This video is online. You could check it yourself. It's on YouTube. There's a video circulating the internet of the Israeli military. Now I've heard that has been a lot of actual assault with this military toward the Palestinians and also on the other side, just to be fair. But this one in particular, I saw a video of people that were captured from the Palestinian people. They had them laying on the ground face forward. They there was um two of the military people from the Israeli government picked up this man from the line of people they had laying on the ground. They took him into this circle of, it's so disgusting. They took him into a circle of other Israeli soldiers who conveniently had shields up in the circle. What they were doing to this man was they took him into the circle to block the cameras that they had outside above the barbed wire fences. And they blocked the man into the circle because they were raping him. Okay? Yeah. The so-called people of God committing rape, okay, and sodomy. They gang raped a man, not a woman, a man, in a circle, and the video is literally online. Now, this video circulated the internet in Israel, okay? It was so disgusting that the Palestinian people tried to come out and protest against this rape because basically it's sodomy and sexual assault, okay? Now, people don't take sexual assault against men as seriously as they should. When a woman is, they take it very seriously and they discuss it. But for some reason, when these type of things happen to men, there's like selective outrage, which is disgusting. Okay. Now, when I saw this video, I was sick to my stomach. Okay. They took this man into the corner, and I mean, there was like 50 of them in there, and raped this man. The so-called religious Jews, the, the chosen ones, okay? It was disgusting. Now, when the Israeli people heard that Palestinians were outraged and disgusted by this, they showed up to the protest as well. And there was hundreds of them outside of the police station that was trying to convict these Israeli soldiers, right? Because the charges were brought up against them. They came there and they started screaming outside the gate saying they have it's okay. They have the right to grape a man if they want to. Are you out of your mind? This is what they were saying. They were protesting that it was lawful and should be okay that these soldiers gang raped a man. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. There was men and women out there. Oh. All right, Paris, but it's nighttime. Alright, go to your room. I'll put it back on. I'll be right back. Good night. Sorry, my daughter is waking me up. She said her TV came on. She doesn't sleep with the TV on now. One moment. I gotta fix my baby's blanket to sleep now. You want your binky back? No. And sorry, Exactly. They're gonna release the Epstein files if we if he stops listening to Israel. Hmm. Yeah, neither Mike Johnson won't swear in this Democratic congressional woman that won recently because she would be the last vote. What a disgusting corrupt regime. It's okay. It's okay. You want your bottle? Sorry, if you had no real heart for me doing this for the neighborhood, why she's up at night mostly. Here you go, take your binky. Okay. Wow, disgusting. They're not God's people. Synagogue of Satan. Exactly. Who the heck does things like this and then call it lawful? Guys, I was so disgusted. If you want to watch this video, again, it's on YouTube as well. And if you even put it in Google, um, Israeli government grapes, man, it's like, oh my God, I'm really sick. But justice for the son, man. This is sick. These people need to be jailed. They're disgusting. And this is why I don't respect people like Ben Shapiro. He'll come out on, freaking X and then YouTube and all this and talk about how we need to keep supporting Israel and blah, blah, blah. And dude, like, you're a part of MAGA. You support Donald Trump. There's a certain sector of Donald Trump's base that hates Jews. Like, they literally say it. Like the Proud Brothers, like people like that. And also the KKK members that are part of MAGA. I don't know why people are so quick to say that they're part of a cult. You should be really embarrassed of yourself. I saw some people online talking about Joe Biden because I guess there was a story that came out today that they said that Joe Biden was receiving um, basically some type of therapy for his colon cancer. Really has colon cancer, so keep him in your prayers. I know Joe Biden was not a terrible president. He was a good man. you know. And yeah, there were some things I didn't agree with in his term and stuff when he did certain things. But the way people talk about him, it really did disgust me. It truly makes me feel disgusted. Like they would talk about this man like this, and he's extremely sick. Joe Biden is a sick old man, you know. But that's someone's grandpa. That's someone's dad. And the way he speak about this man is just sick. It truly, 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 when I see these things, when I see them talk about him in that way, it makes me sad in my heart. Because it's like, this is how I honestly feel about the whole situation, especially when it comes to Obama and Joe Biden, and when people talk about them in this disgusting, vile way. I feel like people in MAGA, they're trying to find something. And this is why I say it's so disingenuous, like the whole movement itself. They're trying to find a reason to hate them. They can't really pinpoint anything, so they'll make stuff up, conspiracy lies. They'll just say anything. Like they're literally looking for a reason to hate Joe Biden and hate Obama. And they can't really come up with anything really significant. But when it comes to Trump and people on the other side or the left wing or people that are, somewhere in the middle, or people are just kind of like not political at all, but seeing things for what it is. When they say things like, "Oh, Trump is ruining our economy. He's a fascist. He's racist. He's a sexist. He's corrupt. He cheats. He lies. He doesn't pay people." These are facts. These are documented, real things. These are not your um, conspiracies. Like these, there's legitimate proof of his flawed character. That he's a scumbag. And the left, the other team, or whatever they want to call it, the left or leftists, they have a lot that they can say about Trump. They have a lot of ammo. Now, when it comes to Joe Biden, Obama, they don't have a lot to go off of. They just have their feelings. That's it. That's all they got. And that makes them mad. Because every day Donald Trump does something stupider than he did the day before. And it just fuels the ammo for the leftists to talk bad about him. And what I was saying about MAGA stuff, like people who are in MAGA, because like I saw some people under the Joe Biden post saying, "Oh, I'm a part of MAGA, but I just want to say I hope Joe Biden gets better." You should be embarrassed to say that you're part of MAGA. Like you sound like you're in a cult. I don't think I've ever seen any, and this is why I think Trump is an antichrist, and he stands out more than any president or political figure I've ever seen. He just stands out in such a negative way. I have never seen a president ever in history of the United States that has created such a huge movement that's cult-like, that even has a name associated with it, where people are, when you see the name, you automatically recognize it and understand, oh, that's one of those. You know, I've never seen any president be a part of anything like this in the United States. Never. 2026 will be a huge downfall for MAGA. When the midterm election come around, well, Lloyd, I'm really hoping so. But what I'm hearing as well is that there will be a lot of corruption in 2026 when it comes to voting and also electing Congress members. But I really hope that it does go through. But I'm hearing, just from keeping my ears to the streets, watching things, reading things, that there will be a lot of corrupt dealings to, for the Republicans are desperately trying to stay in power. So if these Democrats want to get Trump out of here and get his people out of here, they're gonna have to really work hard. And the problem with these Democrats is, I gotta say it, they're lazy. They're lazy as hell. They don't know how to come together on anything. So they really have to work hard. I really would love to see the downfall of MAGA. I really, really would love to see that in my lifetime before we all get out of here. I want to see Trump get his time. It is just due, you know? But I also know that this is very spiritual. And I know that the evil one can't leave the position until the, everything that he's prophesied to do comes to pass. Hopefully, though, I will see it. I'm part of MAGA and I don't wish harm on Biden or you. But why though? Why do people support such an unpatriotic man? He's very anti-American. He's very evil. He's anti-God. I just don't understand, or like I said, spiritual. It's all spiritual. Um, you're just another human. We all bleed red. You're one-sided. He is not. See, that's what I'm talking about. Their eyes are blinded to the truth. The truth is not in them. God said in the last days he will send a strong delusion, and even his elect will be deceived. You have done your own research, or have you just gone by what you have heard? I do my own research. Of course, I keep up with politics here and there. Actually every I have to admit it's become a part of my daily routine. I want to kind of cut back a little bit because I think that it's very toxic and dark, especially the times that we're living in. But at least every day, I look up the news, I check what's going on, I check on these people, you know, the Trump administration. I try to see what the heck are they doing now. So at least when I come on here, I can warn the people that come on this channel, that support this channel. These are my friends. I have to say, these are my friends. They're not my subscribers. These are really just people that I evangelize with, and they evangelize with me. And I tell them what's going on. And then they do their own research outside of this channel, of course. They watch the news, they read the articles, they see the newspaper, and see the things that Trump's doing. Like, for example, giving billions of dollars to Venezuela. Is it Venezuela? Argentina, excuse me. Giving billions of dollars to Argentina for a bailout while we are suffering here in the United States to make ends meet. I thought he was America first. What happened to the America first? You have done your own. You thought of this one. Well, then how can he be the and what? How can he be against America? He's the Antichrist. What are the thoughts of Qatar having a military training base on America? In America, I think it's absolutely insane. I saw it as well. They're going to be having a base in Ohio. What the hell? This is so dangerous. This isn't even one of the people that's a part of the NATO. Now, if Trump were to actually create this deal with somebody that's in NATO, that would make sense because that's one of our allies. Qatar is not an ally. Why is he doing this? Because they gave him an airplane, the same airplane that the CIA told him was dangerous to bring back to the United States because it could be bugged. And he did it anyway. The man is for sale. Donald Trump is for sale. He's highly corrupt and unashamed. Argentina is very racist. It's a very racist country and is very anti-black. That sounds like the things that Donald Trump loves. Makes sense with him, huh? It makes sense. It's all a part of who he is. Mm-mm-mm. Absolutely ridiculous. When he gets out of office, he doesn't get to keep that claim. They asked him that, and he said he's going to keep it anyway because he's a lawless president. He doesn't care. He's going to keep it. It seems like nobody tells Trump what to do, huh? Doesn't listen to judges, doesn't obey laws, doesn't care. He's not going to. Yeah, just like he's not going to leave office. He said he's not leaving. Can MAGA explain to me why Donald Trump thinks it's okay to disobey the Constitution? And now he's making 2028 hats and t-shirt memorabilia, selling it on his website? Why is he not why he's not taking payments to be president? Yes, he is. Just not in the conventional way that you think. He only did that because he knew that he'd make money other ways. People donate to him. Donald Trump may not be being paid from his presidency, but MAGA donates to him. The people that are part of True Social, they donate to him. He also gets money from his Bitcoin or whatever you want to call it, his coin, his stock. He gets money there. He's made more money being the president than he's made as a businessman as a whole. So what is the point of bringing that up? Donald Trump, in all his years of being the so-called businessman and owning all these hotels, has made more money in his presidency. They literally said that they believe his net worth is over $1 billion. Prior to him being president, he was not a billionaire. He was living off daddy's money. So what do you mean? He has book deals. He also has lobbyists giving him money. The stock that he owns, there's also been talks that there's corruption behind it because other world leaders, it's a way for them to funnel money into him, into his campaign, into his own personal pockets without the government looking into it and finding it suspicious. He sells MAGA wear, hats, shirts that he makes millions of dollars off of. He also uses his own hotels as a personal spot for his travels. with his cabinet. Not only him, but then he writes that off as well. So anytime people travel for work or whatever, in and outside the United States, because he has Trump hotels in and outside of his country, he sends them to the Trump hotel and he writes it off. So he gets a check from that every time. He insists that they go to his hotels. When he has meetings with his cabinet, he takes them to his golfing place, that little golf place that he owns. He writes that off as well. He's literally stealing from the taxpayers in his country. And then they said that when they stay at his hotels as well, the people from his cabinet, he inflates the price as well for their stay. So he's making money hand over fist for them. He doesn't give a damn. He's highly corrupt because he loves the country. No, he isn't. He's not getting paid. Yes, he is. You you donate to Biden and Harris. I have not done that. LMFAO. No, he hasn't. He's lost money. He has not lost money. His net worth is extremely high now. Man, you definitely haven't done your research at all. The win, he most def DBE, but he definitely didn't lose money. Yeah, he didn't. Donald Trump had a couple $1 million prior to being the president. You know, he made money from his suits, the hotels he owns, and what other ventures that he had. But mostly the money was within his family from his father, because his father was the one investing in him. But after becoming president, he became a billionaire, and his children have profited heavily as well. I mean, this is not my opinion. You could look this up. It's a quick Google search will show that to you. If you look at his net worth prior to becoming a president, he wasn't a billionaire. Look, there's a big difference between a couple million and a couple billion. I know that we can do basic math here, so I don't know why you think I would be lying about that. Shalom, Susan. It's been a minute. How are you and other ones? Oh, how you doing, Jack? Yes, it has. We're all doing well. Me and my little girl, she's sleeping right next to me here. She is. The twins, they're in their room. Let me move Kushner from here. I don't want this demon behind my baby. Here she is. Cover her head from here. I want her to be cold. She just went into the bottle. Thank you. Okay. But corruption is on both sides. That's a fact. He had way more than a couple $1 million. His father had more money than him and his family. He was a billionaire before he took office. No, he was not. Oh, thank you so much, Dad. Donald Trump was a reality star and a business investor before he became a president. Now he's a very rich man, not getting paid from being a president, but getting paid many other ways. Many other ways. He needs to be investigated for corruption. I mean, I don't even know where to start. He's just so lawless. He's so evil. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. You okay? Want to sit up here? You want your hat back? And she gives me this dirty look. She gives me this dirty look. Like, what the hell, woman? Are you pooping? You pooping? Poop? Did you poop? Jackson Haley. He did get money from his father, but he did increase his wealth since then. Oh, you mean from all the bankruptcies that he filed? I'm not for the guy, but I'm not going to act like he didn't make money. Yeah, he made money, all right, but he definitely wasn't a billionaire. He made more money being the president. Look, I'm not trying to argue with people. I know for a fact that Donald Trump is making way more money as the president because he's greedy and he's lawless. He's one greedy man. I know that little grunt. Yes, yes, he's hungry. Lord says I get. Excuse me. Anyway, guys, I'm just trying to like bring awareness. That's my whole point. I'm not here to fight with Trump supporters or MAGA people. You know, they can fight amongst themselves. I think they're all insane, to be honest. And I don't respect them because they're idolaters, okay? They worship an idol, a man, and they're a part of a cult. Before they say that you know, they should worship Jesus, they're saying they worship Donald Trump, basically, in my eyes. I just don't respect them. I think that they're losers. I think that those people are extremely corrupt. And how could you be, as an individual, be okay with people that are in a cult that align themselves with Nazis? Okay? There's people in MAGA that are Proud Brothers, they're KKK members and Nazis. How could you even be proud to say that you're part of a group of people like that? Whether you're not a part of that group or not, but you're aligned with them just by automatically saying that you're part of the MAGA. Because if you say that you're part of MAGA, you have to accept them, right? So you accept the terms, right? But the fact that there's very corrupt individuals that are part of the group with you. So if you're okay with that and you want to align yourselves with that, I have to I have to judge you with the same standards, right? Don't they say that even to just regular people in the world, that they judge them by the friends that they keep? I'm using that same standard. If that's the people that you accept, and if that's a company that you keep, I'm gonna judge you by the same standards. If you want to be a Nazi, then you can't be a Christian. That's just what I'm saying. If you think Nazis are gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven, you're highly, highly delusional. I would never align myself with such corrupt individuals. Because of MAGA, it's put a stain on the name of Christianity, put a stain on Jesus' people. These people are not people of God. Now, in the last days, the highly corrupt MAGA followers that say that they're Christians but are really not, like the corruptible Jews that say that they're Jews that are not. Now we have to be looking over our shoulders, making sure that we have to, make sure we're safe because people automatically think that Christians, just regular Christians that don't agree with this foolishness, that we are a part of the cult. We are not a part of the cult. We are set apart. Just like Jesus talks about his people are set apart. But now MAGA has put a target on our backs to be persecuted with the rest of these fools in the last days. I don't appreciate that. I don't respect it. And that's just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, that's okay. You don't have to listen to me. There's plenty of people on the internet that will lie to your face. There's plenty of people that are part of the MAGA cult that will continue to lie to you and ignore all the crazy, foolish things Trump's doing and pretend that he's a man of God. Like the man is literally. You're not telling me Trump is not making more money now than ever before. He's literally repurposing Bibles and selling them, profiting off of the Bible, calling it the Trump Bible. What a fool! trying to profit off of the name of Jesus, while meanwhile being a fake Christian. It's ridiculous. You poopy? Are you poopy? Alright, guys. Sorry, y'all. Can't exactly feel this coming. Did you know that the last two Democrats supported the current Grand Leader of the KKK? Is that better or worse? Who are these people? What are you talking about? Who's these last two Democrats? I need the names. Who are these people you're talking about? And this better not be some like, conspiracy. There has to be some facts here. And in what way do you need support? Like, as in like they were KKK members? Please expose their names. Let's get a good break. Come on. Okay. Come. How long has that been in the room? Is it warm? You went and got this in the fridge? Don't go back out there, okay? You need to go to bed. Can I get a good break? Mhm. What is going on with this person? It's messed up stuff that people use and sadly is tactics to use isn't illegal. They should be okay. Also, I'm not mad at you. Here to argue. Okay. I'm very peaceful. But okay, so you're a Trump supporter? Because you seem to be defending him. Also, like, please don't strawman me. Strawman me. Did you evaluate this one? See, you called me a Nazi after I already told you I'm not here to harm you in fight with you. I didn't call you a Nazi. I said there's Nazis like a maggot, Nazi and fascist, not calling me words. Like you ignored all the Miss Biden and Harris did. Like what? Can you explain? 'Cause whatever they did, it wasn't as bad as Trump. He's the worst president in U.S. history. Can't have a civil disagreement without calling us Nazis. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. Well, here we go. Here we go. It's not. It's not there. The paper trail to try to cover it up. Then what is their name? So you see me a few minutes behind. I know you're busy. If you're busy, God bless you. By the way, I missed my child. That's not. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Okay, it's okay. Your father, just So you don't know who these Democrats are? You said it was a paper trail because Democrats would expose other Democrats. They don't seem to even um, have any type of togetherness. They're all a mess. So I'm pretty sure if you expose their name, other Democrats do something. Look at Hakeem Jeffries. He's a complete buffoon. He should not be majority leader. I'm so happy you are out of the homeless shelter and staying away from drugs. Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? I've never been on drugs and I'm not in the shelter. I've never been in the shelter. Wait, no, that was, yeah, once years ago. Years ago when I was a little kid. Like once, yeah. But that would be a lie, so I have to correct that. But not, not in many years. You guys, this is the funniest comment I've ever seen. I know it must be hard for you to get off crystal meth. Stay in recovery, please. Dude, that's hilarious. I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. You guys, my voice is finally coming back. I had bad laryngitis. But this person said I'm going to taking Kristen here. I got you. I got your stuff. I got your stuff here. Okay, good. That's the one you wanted, huh? My managers are out today. Hey, if they come with good jokes like this, I might not mind them. They're pretty funny. I gotta admit. It's so bad. You give a life. Goodness. Just realize you either shot. You either trade or a POS or POS the game in rigs and we were designed to leave more time. We call each other names and play the blame game more than yeah, this country's divided, and I have to be honest, I don't want to sugarcoat nothing. It's because of Trump. Trump has divided this country. You drink too much and choke yourself. You gotta slow down. You sleepy. Mm, he seems to always be up at night. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. You got that wild crazy. I'm so surprised all the time. It's not Trump. It takes more than one. Just can you disagree without insult? What can I say? So cute. I love you. Huh? Paris, go to bed. Go to bed. Oh, You sleepy yet? Hmm. Harris, you said TOS earlier. LOL, nothing to me. I've been nowhere I've been nowhere but respectful. I was saying you either voted for a turd or vote for another turd. Sorry if TOS is offended. Turd sounds a lot better. Oops, I almost dropped the bottle. It is pretty funny, honestly. Oh, what a day. I'm really distracted. Yeah. Come on. Come. You okay? Okay. You coughing? Let me give you some medicine. You drink it. Drink it. Oh, okay. Careful. Don't drop it. Yeah, good job. You done. Alright. I'm gonna get off in a little. There you go. Your diaper is full, little lady. Mm. Alright. So, let's see. But yeah, you guys, I just find it suspicious that Kushner's on there, you know? See, Kushner's on the news talking about P steal this and P steal that. I knew he wasn't gone. I knew Mr. 666 wasn't gone. He's the one behind the scenes. If anybody is going to be the Antichrist besides Donald Trump, it's him. Sorry, I gotta change the diaper here. Nice and healthy. Good poops. Alright, almost done. I'm almost finished. Gotta clean me up. I hate newborn diapers. They're so little. Like one pee session and it's already full. That's okay. Where's your bookie? Here. Okay, I'm almost done. Almost finished. Okay, it's okay. Oh, you're farting. Oh, excuse me, jeez. Excuse me, guys. I don't usually eat this late, but my mother she made me some beef and rice because I don't eat enough protein. But it's probably true. I just had some beef because, like, after giving birth, you lose a lot of blood. I know people know that even after leaving the hospital, you just lose so much blood. Even now, I'm losing blood. TMI, I know, but like, you bleed a lot, and I've been bleeding a lot, feeling lightheaded. I need to eat more protein. I'm trying, but like, uh, I've been eating, I've been eating like biscuits and gravy, but it doesn't have enough protein. Like, I try to eat like 1 or 2 meals a day now, and then like maybe I have two snacks, like small snacks. And it's been hard to eat more, cause like I don't know, I'm so used to not being able to eat when I was pregnant because I was so sick. I'm trying to eat more rice and peas and oxtail. LOL. You know, it's funny you say that because she actually made rice and peas today. That's what I ate, rice and peas with the beef. Blaming Trump, that one guy blaming just Democrats is the wrong way to go. We are so divided that we are close to not ever coming back from it. If we, but we have to stop seeing our president as the enemy. But he's the Antichrist. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want you to be disappointed, my friend, because eventually you find out that these people are not who you think they are. Let's not lie to each other. I don't want you to be disappointed, man. There's a freight train coming. You better prepare yourself. This country is already divided. We're already on a downfall. The only person that's going to solve the problems in this country and around the world is Jesus Christ. Nothing will ever be okay here until Jesus intervenes. Man cannot fix their own problems, and we've shown that repeatedly. Okay, can I have a kiss? Okay. It's okay. Oh, I got a burp. I got one little one. You have another one in there? Huh? You got another little burp? Huh? Oh, you spit up a little bit. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, let's slow down a little bit. Let's give you a little break. he's most definitely isn't. He is too much of a turd to be the Antichrist. Oh gosh. Well, if he's not, it's this little guy right here behind me, Kushner. There's no other. It's only these two people. And then the false prophets up for debate. These two are the biggest candidates right now. And Donald Trump, unfortunately, is in the lead. Yes, but just take it off for now until you're ready to go to sleep. Okay, put it in the trash over there. You can put your underwear on for now. Okay. When you're ready to go to sleep, I'll come get the diaper. Tell me when you're ready to go to bed, okay? Just lay down. My kids are still potty training, and they they go the whole day without a diaper. They just wear the underwear. It was challenging, but my mother helped a lot. And at night they sleep with a diaper, so they don't pee their beds and stuff. Mm. No candy. Yeah, she come down a little bit. And she'll still come. She look a little mad though. She's good. Holding my hand so hard. I don't know what she's mad about. I see. What I hear is he judges flies with vinegar, and I feel like the Antichrist will be using it. Yeah, I thought a lot of things too about the Antichrist. I thought a lot of things about the end time. I thought a lot of things about Israel and the Jews, and look how wrong we were about a lot of things. We're all so wrong. You remember the scripture about, Jesus rebuilding the temple? You remember what happened when Jesus came to the Jews and the Gentiles, and he said that he would rebuild the temple in 3 days? Do you remember that? And how they thought that he meant the physical building, but he really meant his body. We were all wrong about that scripture. That's the part about Sorry, I'd have to repeat it one more. What is it? Okay, Timmy. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to come back later. But she's really irritated again. My wife said it best. She reminds her of her married. Really, Krishna reminds me of that sneaky evil dude in a TV show. Definitely, he does seem that sneaky. Recognize him. The snake, huh? Slithering snake. Sneaky, cunning. Yeah, Krishna is real cunning. He's very good at convincing people to do things. was overdosing drinks too much, choking herself, just sucking the bottle hard. Little kid is good. Little kid. Open the door. Open you let it out. Let you let it out. Give her nice and see if that makes her sleepy. She likes to be swaddled. But anyway, sorry, dude. I'm trying to whisper. You get some milk. Anyway, guys, look, some people doing some interesting videos, trying to do these videos with a baby. It's been rough, but anyway, peace and safety, guys. The peace and safety is not. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be short-lived. That's the answer. Short-lived. Don't believe the damn thing. Babies like the body, like kids to sugar. Yes, they do. They want their milk anymore. You saw muffled cries that headphones. Hope that's a little better, but I am trying to do it all. I got today off work, so I'm very happy I've been home today. I have tomorrow off, so yeah, I get some good sleeping. Getting that good sleeping makes my voice come back. It will be. My mother got me some Mucinex. I'm hoping like the chesty one. Hoping that kind of clears it for me, like the voice and stuff. But yeah, you guys, watch out for this guy, man. Watch out for Kushner. Getting marrying Donald Trump's daughter. It's sleeping with you. I just don't know. God forbid for saying that. I know that's her husband, but like this dude, like, look at his eyes. Look at the eyes. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Okay, eyes are the windows to the soul. This is the evil person here. The demonic eyes. Right there. Like he's looking into the soul. You, I'm telling you, one day you guys will come back on the channel and be like, wait, I thought you were crazy. I know I thought you was losing your mind, but I gotta admit you was right. Kushner and Trump are evil. And they're gonna agree that Kushner is evil, Trump is evil, just like you said. It's like you were saying that on YouTube channel, but nobody believes. I saw people starting to talk about Kushner a lot more lately, and I've been like, man, I've been on this for years. I've been talking about this for years. Right, Shimon? Why have I been talking about him? She said, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She said, yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Mm. You want what? It's dirty? Alright, I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I made a little messy. Maybe sure I got a party, but got a property with you. So I would stay before I put it. So, those who be saving me, you guys. Talk to you guys later.